According to the 247 composite, Jake Garcia is the third-rated pro-style quarterback in the country out of Harbor City, California. Second-rated prospect out of California. We know that Florida, California, and Texas produce 40% of the top 300 recruits in the country. He is top shelf. Your hopes of prying him away from the West Coast, Cam?
Very low, to be honest. The question from Carroll City Kane is, is there any update on Garcia visiting this week after the USC commit? Because he was scheduled to take an unofficial visit, him and his father, down to Miami this week. But then again, that was a couple weeks ago before he committed to USC. So now the thing that USC does, and they do it almost better than everybody, is they attack the local kids and they get them in early, especially the premier kids. If you're a five-star quarterback in modern day, you're going to USC. Matt Leinart, Matt Barkley, the JT Daniels kid, any of those guys. I mean, they do that. And so what they do is the paradigm for them, especially a quarterback, and this is demonstrated over time, you can go back and look it up, is you get the kid committed as a high school junior, and then you connect him all the way through to whenever he signs as a senior, whether that's early, whether that's JT Daniels, and he enrolls a year early because that kid, he skipped his senior year of high school to be at USC last year, all things like that. But anyway, you lock them in and then you try to lock them down across. Now, the thing about that is they did not complete the task with Bryce Young, who's a local star, five-star quarterback. He was committed to USC. He flips to Alabama. As soon as that happened, I started looking around and say, okay, who are they going to go after in the 2021 class? Because they're probably going to try to get somebody late in 2020, this current recruiting class. And it ended up being Jake Garcia. So that was the background on the interaction. I don't know if he's going to come on down. I haven't seen or heard anything about that. If he's going to take a visit to Miami this week, I would expect him probably not to take that visit to Miami this week. And, I would expect the Canes to look elsewhere at quarterback in 2021. Or I think that there's two paths right now, especially concerning Jake Garcia. One is to just, say, hey, I understand you're from Southern California. You want to be the man at USC, fight on, go do the thing, all the best, and let it go. Or you play the long game where your goal is not today. Your goal is signing day next year, early or late, whatever. You know what I mean? So I think that there's that. But I mean, my expectations are not high, especially if Tyler Van Dyke comes in, our four-star commit at quarterback this year. If he comes in and looks halfway decent, even on scout team, you're probably going to scare away top-end 2021 kids for that. So, we'll see what happens.
All right, Cam. Ian McAllister on the line with more recruiting talk, asking, do you think we land at James Williams, a 2021 safety?
James Williams is a top 5 player in America for next cycle. He's gigantic. He's a legitimate 6'5", 10, 15, 20 pounds at safety. People have long talked about him potentially moving to linebacker, but he has a defensive back body. Like he's a DB. So he's going to stick at safety. But I mean, when you have a guy of that size and athletic ability, I mean, he's a freak. He just is. He was committed to Miami for a good long time when he was at Monsignor Pace before he transferred over to Western, I believe is where he is now. No, I don't think that we're going to get him. I hope to be wrong. But if you look at the last few years, the top guys, it's Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, and maybe Ohio State. Well, yeah, definitely. So those are the 4 places where the top end guys are going. Those 5 stars, the elite of the elite from South Florida. That's where they're going. They're going to those 4 schools pretty much invariably. The percentage in that group of 4 is always shifting, with Clemson taking a little bit of a lead now. But if it's not Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, or Ohio State, no, I don't think that's going to happen. And I hope that Miami proves me wrong. But as I say here now, there's just too much evidence. There's too long a track record of Miami missing on those kind of guys. I mean, when you have a top 5, top 3 dude, again, at 15, maybe 16 years old, because I think that James Williams is young for his grade also, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he's a high school junior at 16 years old is what I want to say. And he's 6'5", 215 and runs and moves like a kid who's 5'10", 180 maybe. Like, they don't make many of those guys. You know what I mean? They don't make dudes like Marcus Tate, who's 6'5", 280, but looks like he's too. Marcus Tate is not the same, but he's almost built like Aaron Donald, where he just doesn't look like he's as heavy as he is. He looks way more athletic than that. And as a 5-star offensive tackle prospect, and where's he going? Clemson. So until I see James Williams sign and end up on campus in Coral Gables after signing, as I say here now, no, I don't believe that we're going to get him, just because Miami is not closed on those caliber of players in long time. Long time.
Folks, we appreciate everybody who pays back value for value in whatever form you do that. Like the videos, leave the comments, subscribe to the channel, and obviously share the videos out there in social media. So you've got social media influence that we don't have. So you've got a sphere of influence out there. Please share the videos out there on social media. And of course, join the super chat and make your contributions here to Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, and Cam's appearance here every Wednesday night.